sometimes a golf course comes along once in a while during our travels that we have to make another video, and that's every golf course so far. But on this course, we're looking at Pittman Golf Club. And this one's a little bit special because it was built in 1927, one of the older golf courses that we got out and played. So let's walk through a course in walking distance of Rowan University, and probably a course you clicked on if you're from that school and you're trying to play some golf with some friends. This might be the course for you. There's a lot of young people out there slapping it around and having the best time of their life. Now, we're only going to go through the first 9 holes of this golf course. We're going to give a quick rating at the end, just like all our other videos. But we want to show you the conditions of this course as they are in the winter time, which is a little bit rougher considered the summertime for this golf course. Now, the course originally opened with 9 holes April 1st, 1927. Now, construction was supervised by Scotland and American golf pioneer and architect Alex Fineland. Now, originally the area was a farm. It looks like it got converted. But right now, 8 of the original 9 holes are present on the golf course. That is number 1, the one you just saw, number 16, 17, 11, 5, 6, 8, and 9. And you're going to see 5, 6, 8, and 9 on the back, and those are pretty impressive. The original par 5, the 7th hole, was redesigned into a par 4 in 1992. And oddly, through the state, that is the original estate of the land, those original farmers, is at their request. Now, Pittman, over the last several years since then, its ownership changed deeds multiple times. It was sitting on 109 acres of land, which was purchased by Kinlan in May 1st, 1934. So really, it was quickly after it was built, it was changing ownerships and deeds. It quickly became a social center for the premier families in that area. It looked like you also had private musicians performing there, such as Glenn Miller's band. Now, at the time, this was a prestigious private golf course with caddies, and a lot of the caddies that were interviewed from these articles reading, they were permitted to play on Monday. Newspapers account that the area had competitions at Pittman's golf course that were highly regarded within the South Jersey area. In 1954, the course entered a new era and reopened under new ownership. And the new ownership purchased about 127 acres of land, and it turned it into Pittman Country Club, a corporation. Pittman Women's Golf Association organized under the same year. 4 years later, Pittman's Men's Golf Association was organized as well. Just so much history here. Over the next 35 years, it became a popular destination. Sam Steed, major golfers in the 1960s played here, which holds the course record. Sam does as well. I'm not going to dive into that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the rates of the golf course while time's still permitting. It's extremely affordable golf course with, it's got discount cards and things like that, but standard public fee is about $35 for prime time in the winter months, so it's going to go up to maybe $50, $60 in those summer months, maybe a little bit higher. There you got the 9-hole fees, which is nice to see. On the weekends, it gets a little bit higher, about $40 on the winter rates that we're pulling up right now. This was the winter conditions as stated. As a driving range and a lot of other amenities, this is one of the original holes here, and you can see it's just got that old feel to it. Some of the holes are on top of each other, and that's because the course doesn't really play that long. It's listed as a municipal course, and its prices are they're consistent with that. Course stretches 6,125 yards, so it plays pretty reasonable. The slope is 118, and the course has a rating of 69.4. Now, again, a lot of history, so it really feels like you can get after it on some of these holes with bump and runs. And I can see a lot of people scoring pretty well out here if they know the course. You can find yourself in trouble with some of those elevated greens on a few of the holes, but all in all, it's a very friendly golf course. You even spray some of your drives on and get a good decent shot on some of the par 5s like this one listed. It is considered a hidden gem in regards to municipal courses, and we're just going to throw around a few more shots of this golf course. All in all, the greens, everything is pretty elevated. Some of the par 3s like this one had some work being done on it, so you had to kind of go around that work But for the most part, the course played pretty well. I mean, I can't argue that much with it. I'm going to put it at a 6.3. I'm not going to push it over the edge any higher than that. I don't think it deserves to be higher than that. But the putting surfaces, as you can see right here, you can find yourself having a good time. But a 6.3 is fair. The price is extremely fair. We try to put all those into conditions. I would almost put it over if you're, if you're early to golf and you're trying to have a good time, a college student. This might be a perfect golf course to bring a couple of your friends. But it's not that elite golf course, that puts you into an 8, a 9, and a 10. But with its history, I think a 6.3 is pretty solid. I think it's fair. We've given worse ratings on some of the other holes. Hopefully we'll get out and play the remaining 9 holes of this and maybe even push it over the edge on this list. But to be consistent with the other golf courses in the area, I'm going to put it at a 6.3. If you've made it this far, keep a lookout for more videos to come. We're hitting all the golf courses and looking for recommendations.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.